All right, well, somebody who can help us get healthy this morning, Crystal Register from Wegmans, came in this morning with some great advice. And one of the things that you wanted to talk about is how serious the FDA is getting about their new guidelines for food.
Certainly, and the U.S. Dietary Guidelines are revamped every 5 years. And truly, the messages are very similar. And this is the first time, kind of the underlying message is very serious, that we're recognizing that over a third of our children are overweight or obese, and over 2/3 of adults are overweight or obese. And even the Department of Agriculture Secretary himself said, hey, this is a crisis, and we cannot ignore this any longer.
It's not impossible for us to change our habits.
Exactly.
Okay.
It's all these small changes maybe we can try to incorporate every day, and understanding the why, that we really want to reduce disease and help promote just feeling good every day.
Okay.
So it's about including more fruits and vegetables, more whole grains, low-fat dairy, water, reducing sugary beverages, reducing sodium here and there, and then focusing on some good sources of protein and actually encouraging more seafood right now, and a variety of everything. Moderation, variety, and balance has always been a key message.
Like you said, there's nothing that's really illuminating us like, oh wow, no light bulb that goes off with these new guidelines. But this illustration I think is interesting because it's one thing that we can always keep in mind when we're preparing meals.
Right, exactly. And it's actually part of the new messages for consumers related to the dietary guidelines that were just released. You know, enjoy your food. Maybe just don't have as much. And,
right.
and watch out for those supersized portions. We're not very good at regulating. If we're given a huge portion of something, chances are we're going to get distracted by the thousands of things that distract us, and we're going to eat a supersized portion because we don't know any better. And half plate healthy is a message.
That's what
this is. Right, a graphic from Wegmans, and actually this now is the same message that's part of the dietary guidelines. Just simply fill half your plate with fruit, veggies, or salad, and the other half with those foods that you really enjoy. So it's not about, you know, good, bad, you know, feeling like you're punishing yourself, but really embracing the great tasting foods you enjoy, but then also experimenting and maybe finding new fruits, veggies, and salad you enjoy. This naturally helps cut back on those portions and also increases the nutrients on the plate. And that's what it's all about. We've got these guidelines. Everybody's got the information, but it needs to get to the plate. We need to keep it simple, but bring it into our houses at home. Or Half Plate Healthy actually works whether you're at a restaurant or at a friend's house. If you're navigating a buffet line, you can still do this when visualize your plate and get all those nutrients on there.
Now, you brought in examples, obviously, you know, broccoli and red peppers, these superfoods that are really good. But what I like that you did is you also brought in other things. Maybe substitute the Lucky Charms with something
Sure.
like this.
Quick, simple change. Yeah. A whole grain cereal,
okay.
and oats, whole grain bread. And I brought this a fish as an example because right now, Wegmans, we're promoting this very simple technique of cooking fish called al forno. It's an oven-baked technique. Basically, you're mixing panko breadcrumbs with a seasoned oil, very low sodium. There's no sodium in the oil, very low sodium in the panko breadcrumbs, putting it on top of the fish and baking it in a hot oven, about 10 minutes. It's fast. That's what we all want. We don't have enough time. It's fast. It's very affordable. And it's fabulous. It's fantastic. Finding little ways to kind of gain that confidence in cooking. We have all the options. Bring it home and get a little confidence. We've got over 400 recipes for vegetables at Wegmans. We've got, you know, videos of this cooking technique, and then all kinds of other information to help.
All right. Well, you just mentioned recipes, and you were kind enough to bring one in. It's kale and carrot. Is that right?
Kale, carrot, and sesame seed stir fry. Yes, this is one of our, what we want to call craveable. We want people to really crave veggies. Can I get some more of that?
Yeah, everybody in the studio went, ooh, when you said that. And before we go, Crystal, you said tomorrow is National Registered Dietitian Day.
Registered Dietitian
Day. So happy
Day.
here.
Yes. Yep.
There you go. Happy.
Thank you.
All right. Well, thank you for coming in. You always have great advice. If you missed something in this segment and you had a question or you wondered what Crystal said, we're going to put it on abc2news.com as well as that recipe for kale and carrot stir fry. Thank you so much for coming in.
Sure. Thanks, Megan.
All right, Charlie.